And so 2020 is well and truly wrapped, and with no way to get a refund or an ability to return it, the vast majority of the world's population will be placing this particular gift right where it belongs, in the trash. It was a year that became dominated by a global pandemic, which in its ambiguousness managed to infiltrate all walks of life and affect everyone regardless of race, nationality, gender, age or financial demographic. COVID-19 was neither the most dangerous virus the world had ever seen, nor the most harmless. It seemed quite content to just ride the line where it was a constant threat, like a predator quietly biding its time until it pounced on unsuspecting prey. As we take our first steps into 2021, we have hope in the form of vaccines that are being rolled out even as I create this, yet the virus has already begun to transform into new, stronger variants. We all hope that the vaccines will make a significant difference, but until this is shown to be the case, please remain cautious and stay safe. As all aspects of industry and commerce were affected, the gaming industry was no exception. Studios and employees had to adapt and change the way they worked. Fortunately, computing allows people to work in isolation, and so many aspects of game creation could continue either from staff working at home or distanced from each other. However, all of the disruption was bound to have severe consequences. With the scathing damage wrought on world economies, many studios were eager to push out games in an attempt to salvage something from a disastrous year. But games are exacting and demanding, and there are no shortcuts. CD Projekt Red's much anticipated Cyberpunk 2077 was one such casualty. Released in an incomplete state in what appears to be an attempt to capture the Xmas holiday market. Its initially impressive sales soon dwindling amongst demands for refunds and a severe consumer backlash. A crushing disappointment for many gamers, Cyberpunk 2077 has become a reflection of the whole year. It is almost easy to forget that a new generation of consoles were released in 2020, almost, because so few people actually managed to get their hands on either the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. Not only were there problems with supply, but the phenomenon of scalpers, people buying up large amounts of stock to sell at a much elevated price, left the usual distributors holding empty hands. For many, this made them look at alternatives, to look at games they may not have initially considered or overlooked. In doing so, it became clear that we are still so lucky to have the most exceptional form of entertainment and the wealth of exceptional and diverse gaming experiences that already exist. So if you are struggling to think of new entertainment options rather than playing that same multiplayer Call of Duty map again, here are just a few to tide you over. Television series. If you're looking for a break from actually having to do anything interactive, then Netflix's selection of Marvel series is a great place to start. Headlining with Daredevil, the Defender collection also contains Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones and The Punisher. Particular highlights are Daredevil Season 2, Jessica Jones Season 1 and both seasons of The Punisher. Both Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones and John Bernthal as the Punisher are exceptional in their portrayal of their characters. Twin Peaks is an experience that you should indulge in, a surrealist mix of drama, comedy, light and darkness. It will certainly take you to a town like no other. As for games, this channel will continue to review a diverse range of different game titles from both the present and the past, and you may find a game or two that you either missed or hadn't previously contemplated that perks your interest. In the meantime, you could do worse than check out Skill Ups, a look back at most of the games that defined 2020. As we move into 2021, we can remember the good. And know that there is hope for the future.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched.
Roger, copy. Eagle, Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Sure, station. Unknown vessel approaching. We need first contact.